As we've reported on the past several years, consumers continue to demand privacy online while engaging with brands. State and federal laws continue to force marketers to change practices. Parallel to this, MarTech solutions advance in capabilities to help ease the burden of tracking loss and measurement. Our jobs continue to be complex in a landscape with red tape, both regulatory and legal rules, but we will be breaking down the key themes that we need to understand as a media and marketing professional to help provide successful business outcomes for your clients, for clients. The onus is on both the media agency to understand the client to obtain legal counsel in a rapidly changing landscape to maintain targetability and response. In the past 4 media trends presentations, I've mentioned that cookies are going away the following year. The latest and greatest communication from Google is cookies will no longer function in the back half of 2024. We've made this effort to focus this section more on privacy laws and their very real impact on advertisers. No federal law yet, but laws continue to develop state by state. Industry regulatory group, the IAB, is working to streamline laws and rules to make guidance easier for advertisers and marketers. The IAB's multi-state privacy agreement, the MSPA, will allow for more consistency across states, developing a lowest common denominator approach when crossing state lines. Ensuring compliance with state privacy laws will only help marketers prepare for federal privacy law in the future. Ongoing privacy legislation will not only further challenge brands' ability to assess advertising performance, but also increase the likelihood of lawsuits and penalties. In the US, the Federal Trade Commission has signaled that it plans to hold the digital ad industry accountable for consumer data practices. And it's not just big tech getting hit with fines and lawsuits. In August 2022, Sephora agreed to pay $1.2 million for allegedly failing to comply with the CCPA, the California Consumer Rights Privacy Act. It's important for all of us to seek legal counsel and ensure compliance with both industry and legal rulings. We've also seen increased scrutiny around the use of online tracking for healthcare advertisers. In June of last year, the data privacy investigative news publication called The Markup released an article that detailed how the top 100 US hospitals were or were not using the Facebook Pixel. The article claimed that many organizations were capturing patients' health information and sharing it with Facebook. Whether the markup's assertions are valid or not, the article increased awareness of the widespread use of the Facebook Pixel amongst the general public as well as government regulators. Then late last year, the Department of Health and Human Services Office for Civil Rights released a bulletin regarding the use of online tracking technologies by the HIPAA-covered entities and business associates, which largely is seen as a response to the markup article. This is significant as it's the first time there's ever been any direction provided on the use of online tracking technology in regards to HIPAA. While this doesn't affect all advertisers, for anyone in the healthcare space or healthcare adjacent space, they should be aware of this and assessing your organization's compliance with the bulletin's guidance. Currently, there's a lot of gray area in the space and something that each healthcare organization should assess with their legal team. So those who prepare for change are always better positioned to maneuver hurdles. By mastering data streams in 2023, organizations can largely be prepared for regulatory rule thrown at them, whether it's state or federal. Google Analytics 4, responsibly house client-side first-party data, clean rooms, consent management platforms with enterprise resources dedicated to them will build success in the long term. Continued focus on the test and learn strategies within the targeting space will also help set us all up for long-term success in driving business outcomes through media. Google's privacy sandboxes topics, targeting, hashed UID, and contextual data streams and environments are privacy safe playgrounds for advertisers to continue to get the right message in front of the right person at the right time. A new topic for Harmless media trends this year are clean rooms. Clean rooms provide a safe way to mix client-side data with media performance data to gain deeper insights, all while not violating user privacy. Better insights, better optimization, sticky relationships with our clients are always key goals for Harmlin. Major tech players, Amazon, Google, etc., have had clean rooms that allow for us to make connections and deeper connections with audiences as well as media vehicles and channels. Data clean rooms function best with a hypothesis, so you don't get data paralysis. The output from a clean room is only as good as the hypothesis or question you initially ask. A meteorological data model predicting the weather won't be able to tell you what traffic will be like on your commute unless it's trained for in a certain way and the data is available to do so. Common uses of clean rooms are analyzing and cleaning data so you can gain valuable insights into your target audience, including demographic information, purchasing habits and preferences. Cleaning and analyzing data can help you determine effectiveness of your advertising campaign and identify areas for improvement. And finally, a data clean room can help you optimize return of investment by allowing you to make data-driven decisions about your advertising spend and tactics. New solutions in the measurement and attribution question are likely to proliferate over the next year or two. They have been for the past several years. For example, the Trade Desk introduced Galileo in early January, which seeks to provide accurate cross-channel data activation. Clean rooms are also expected to become more popular after major players like Amazon and Disney are begin bulking up their capabilities this year. It's important to note that clean rooms are not a panacea for all of our marketing and media woes. As with any tech offering, it's only as good as it's set up to be. A large cost for clean rooms is the enterprise commitment to build, maintain, and leverage information from these tech offerings. And the walled gardens like Google and Amazon don't necessarily talk to each other, which is similar to the technology behind clean rooms. Each clean room is a standalone instance tied to a specific tech platform, and in most cases aren't compatible across media channels and vehicles. The IAB is focusing on standardizing the use of clean rooms throughout 2023. You can rely on Harmelin for updates in this space as well. The issues that proliferate when leveraging first-party data aren't really solved by clean rooms if the data is stale, not privacy compliant, or minimal in scope. So continuing on last year's theme of preparing and organizing data warehouses will set up success in media activation, targeting, and reporting, as well as future-proofing compliance in a changing regulatory landscape. Clean rooms need to be attacked with the same rigor as marketers tackle reporting. Developing insights need to start with specific hypotheses. Again, they aren't a complete solve for every marketing challenge and are only good as the data it houses and how it's leveraged. Continued preparation for cookie deprecation. It seems like every day there's new timelines, new threats, and how prepared is the industry? Testing and learning in the digital space is paramount this year in order to keep driving positive outcomes for our strategic use of media.